Hello everybody, so welcome back. I figured I'd do a little bonus video, turn up that ring light, of how I actually do my under eyes to get rid of the darkness. I feel like I have dark circles, but you guys may not think I do. I feel like I do. We're all our own worst critics. So I figured I've done quite a few. I think this is the same technique I've been using for I think the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette, the Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana palette. Oh gosh, what's another one that I do? The Charlotte Tilbury palette focus. I'm sorry, I'm really digging these eyes. But if you want to see the tutorial on the eyes, go to the Marc Jacobs. This is number 3 makeup tutorial. Eye look on the palette focus provocateur. But yeah, so I figured I'd go and do a little bonus of what I do. I have my primer on. I have the Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Fetish. Tacky as shit, but I love it. Love the way it smells. It really just helps. Gosh, look at that hair. Look at that curls. I actually really do love the way it smells. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a primer. It's a basic primer. Then I have on the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat. Touche Eclat. Touche Eclat. Blur. I'm not French, so blur primer. Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat. I believe it's Touche Eclat primer. And I like to put this right under the eyes because it's a little more of a silicone base, so it helps to just make things look smooth. So I go in with the color corrector. My favorite color correctors were the ones from Becca in Urban Decay back in the day, the Naked Skin. But I recently fell in love with the Guerlain one. This one I'm using number 3, medium warm. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. While I was working at Douglas, it was discontinued, so I'm using it. Sorry if they don't have it. Sorry, not sorry. So I just go ahead and go there. It's quite a process of what I do. Just under the eye, obviously. And this one is definitely more of a warm peach. I believe they had quite a few different ones. The ones from Christian Dior are also very nice. The Yves Saint Laurent, their lighting one is actually really good. But yeah, so just go and go down. Take off the excess, and I actually go into. I actually really need to get the. So something at an angle. Oh, where is this? There we go. I need to clean this brush. I really need to get the brush from Pat McGrath, the one that's like the finger one that's at an angle. That is like really good for right under the eyes if you don't want to be touching your client. But I actually always like to use my fingers usually first, just because of the warmth, to really start working the product into the skin. There we go. Perfect. That's down. Now next, I go into the Under Eye Brightening Concealer from Becca. It's like such a cool classic. They have this one, they have a medium, and then they have a tan one, I believe, and a dark one. Becca has some great stuff. I still have, it's gonna get better. So, a little bit. I do my concealer first usually. Right there. And this one actually has some light reflecting pearls in there, I believe mica. So this actually really helps to reflect the light, bouncing it up, so it helps to brighten it, supposedly. Depending on what angle. I mean, if I walk around like this, you can see that I have no dark circles, but I don't. So, this one I really use with my fingers. And then back into that brush. Perfect. It's a process. It truly is a process. Perfect. And if I switch this routine up, I will do another tutorial on that. But I always switch up my under eye process just because I like to, and I tend to get bored. Now next, I'll let that sit for a second. Let me go in actually with the Becca Be a Light and the light medium, and I've actually been using this one a lot for my under eye, under the foundation. When I start to get tanner, I use that one. So I'll just take a little bit and just pat right under. There we go. Oh, it's just such a beautiful, and I do right down here the T-zone with that powder. And this was such a beautiful palette. Unfortunately, Becca's no more, so that's no bueno. And really begin to just take that brush and really start to get it right in there. Now with the Becca highlighter, I mean prime concealer, and what is this, banana, I believe, the under coverage long ultimate coverage longwear concealer. These are a full coverage for sure, very tacky, so it really adheres. If you put powders on top of it, it will really adhere to it. If you do it under your foundation and you put the foundation on top, then it's really going to adhere to that area, but it's really gonna, like, 1 2 1 2, I always start off with, there we go. And I actually really miss the Becca, well, I miss the brand, period. But I really missed their first concealers they came out with, and the pots. Those were freaking amazing. Full coverage. A little bit of that definitely went a long ways. There's actually a few times when I worked at Ulta, I would actually just wear the concealer and blend it out, and then do bronzer and highlighter on the sides. And yeah, I actually would get a lot of compliments when I would do that. Actually should do tutorials of that, of just using some of my favorite concealer products. Perfect, and then go ahead and blend it out. Perfect. And that is how I like to conceal my dark circles under my foundation. Let me go do the foundation and you guys will be able to see the final look. Alright, and this is with the foundation on. And I'm still using the NARS, gosh, what is it? Vanuatu Sheer Glow. And I actually added a little bit of the Liquid Glow from Anastasia. What is this? Peach Fizz? Peach Fizz? Yeah, Peach Fizz. I'm not even going to go into what I thought I would say. So, this is what it looks like with the concealer under. Obviously there is, I mean, if I do this, you could really see, but for the most part, looking forward, it is a little bit more minimal, which I like. And I figured I was just going to finish the rest of my face. So, going in with the Showstopper highlighter first. Oops. And I'm going to go ahead and just put this down. So I like to layer my highlighters, or I like to layer my, what is this area? Cheek products. Wow. Okay, Cyrus. Wow, I am winning today. So I always like to do my highlighter first, and I probably will do more videos and tutorials as to why I do things a certain way or different ways. And then, such a beautiful duochrome. And then I use this highlighter as my brow bone, so it actually has that nice little flow of a highlight going into the cheeks. Ooh, I might use this on the lip today. Now for blush, I'm still using NARS for the this tutorial. For the focus of my palette focus for Merchant. Wow, I am so on it today. So we have Dolce Vita and Outlaw, and I think I am going to mix both for this look. Am I? You know what? I'm gonna do Outlaw first, and I'm gonna start that here. Just right there on both sides. Just to begin. even that alone is so beautiful. And then I'm gonna go into blush brush and actually use the Dolce Vita and begin to put that on top. And NARS, oh, their blushes are just so beautiful. Some of them could literally just be a wash of color, or you could really amp them up. And bringing this up into my temple to really get that blown out effect. Perfect, perfect. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of both of them mixed together. And just begin to, and I'm just only using the edge or the bottom of this blush brush to get a little bit of more of a precise angle and just building it up. Perfect. Oh, gorgeous. Gorge, gorge, gorge. And then for the last thing of the under eye, where is my Pat McGrath? And light medium number 2. Boom, that's all you need. Boom, bada boom. Light fluffy brush, and literally just a little bit on there, and just using it to set the whole under eye area and to blur and to just gorge out. I'm actually really digging this eye look. Perfect. But yeah, there we go. That is basically it. That is how I do my under eyes. I mean, we are living, so obviously depending on how you do the angle, if I do this, obviously you can still see it, but I don't walk around like this. I walk around looking up because I'm showing that I'm strong, proud, and gorgeous. God, that eye look, I swear. So I hope you guys enjoyed, learned something new, maybe some new techniques for you to try, but see you next video for another tutorial.